Welcome back to Off the Hill, presented by Zacapa Rum.
All right, welcome back to Off the Hill. As I promised before we went to break, great singer-songwriter Joshua Stedman has joined us once again, all the way from Miami, right?
Yeah.
Florida?
Beach, yeah.
How's your vacation going?
Do I really ever consider this a vacation? This is like a second home for me.
Good. You grew up coming here, right?
Yeah, all the time. I was here like 3 times a year. We never went anywhere warm. I never learned how to swim.
Okay. But you're from Florida, you still don't know how to swim?
No, I'm from New Jersey, New York,
okay.
So.
Okay, you got a little sun-kissed. You got a little tan going on.
A raccoon face? I mean, I've been
No,
working
not
on
bad,
it.
not
No?
bad.
All right.
I've seen better around here, I'll tell you that much.
There's a contest every year.
All right. Well, let's just start out by telling our audience, like, where your sound comes from, who influenced you, what you sound like, where it all started.
Sure. A lot of people say it's a Stevie Wonder meets Seal with vocal influences of Sting and Peter Gabriel, and those are heavy influences for me, so that kind of matches my sound, I guess, whether that was on purpose or just happened by accident. The vibe is like a rock soul singer-songwriter, so those artists all combined and blended into one with a lot of my own personal heart into it.
Right.
That's kind of
I know you talk a lot of your website, joshuastedman.com, about how it's a gift to be musically talented, which I'm not, so I respect that. Why is it important for you to take that gift and share it with people through music?
I think everybody's got a path in their life to find, and if my path is supposed to be music, it feels right, so it feels like I'm supposed to be giving that back to people. So, I do it much better than I do algebra, I can tell you that.
That's not my gift either, actually. So tell us a little bit about your album. You do have an album out. I've listened to it. Great music, and we'll actually get a chance to hear his music soon, but tell us a little bit about your album.
So Untangled is the name of the album, and it just came out in November. And it's a debut album, and it's sort of a story of, if you could have a greatest hits as your first album, that's kind of what Untangled is for me, because it took me a long time to get it out there. So it's a bunch of songs about relationships for me and people who have influenced my life because they've been important pieces of my heart somewhere, and then just the freestyle fun stuff that you just want to write about because it's a smile and that's all it takes sometimes.
Right. Cool. And you were telling me a little bit earlier this morning that you got a chance, you got asked to go perform at a music festival in Florida. Tell us why that was important for you.
Yeah, that was a cool new piece of news. The Florida Music Festival is the largest festival in Florida for music. I think it's like a top 10 in the country, what they tell me. And there were about several thousand applicants for bands, and I got selected as one of 250 to play.
That's incredible. And you've received a couple other awards lately, Musician of the Month. Where was this at?
Yeah, it's sort of the top jazz rock spot in Miami Beach. I was the Artist of the Month in January.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, well, tell us a little bit about, we're actually going to get a chance, I believe, after we look at another film. So after a commercial, we'll get a chance to listen to your music. But tell us about this song. I know it kind of relates to where you got your start, and it's almost a funny story.
It is kind of a funny story. So I didn't know what I was going to do with music, and my friend asked me to come down to CBGB's before it closed down in Manhattan, and he said, come down and play one song. So I played one song. I had no idea what to expect, and it turned out to be that there was one girl in the audience whose name I never got. She was making eye contact with me, and she felt the music, and that's the reason I didn't put my guitar on the shelf.
Good.
So I rewrote the song that I played that night to describe the situation of that night. So the music's the same, the lyrics are different, and it's all about that one evening.
Cool.
It's called The Craving.
The Craving. All right, well, we'll get a chance to listen to that in a little bit, but right now we're going to take it to a film for you, kind of a little teaser for spring. This film's called Blue Green. Check it out.